Are we seeing the return of seasonality to the Atlanta real estate market? Historically, the real estate market has been very seasonal. You might hear there's a spring selling season, and that's often been true, that the spring and the summer are the most active times in the market. And because of that, you see the most price appreciation in the spring and summer. And then when we get into the fall and winter, a lot of times the market slows down. And it looks like that's what we're seeing this year. The market's slowing down coming into the winter. But what does it mean if the market is slowing down? Does that mean that prices are falling? Does that mean that the market is crashing? Does that mean it takes longer to sell? Those are great questions, because when you hear that term, it could mean a lot of things. And so if you look historically at seasonality, we've got a great graph here that shows you that the appreciation percentage that you see in the fall and winter, it's historically less than what it was in the spring and summer. But this is still appreciation. This doesn't mean that the market is crashing or that prices are falling. They're just not accelerating at the same rate that they historically have. And as you look at like the last month in Atlanta, September, we still had year over year price increases. Now, it didn't increase as much year over year as August did, but it's still a year over year price increase. And so it looks like we're starting to see that coming into the fall and winter. Now, what does that mean for you specifically? Because you're not the market and you're not selling in every single month in the market unless you're a professional. So if you have a house you're thinking about buying or thinking about selling, what does it mean to do it in the fall or winter? So on the seller side, because we're seeing the appreciation slow down this time of year, this is often not the time of year to push the market or push pricing, try to set a new record in your neighborhood, that sort of thing, unless you truly have a special property. But generally speaking, we got to price more in line with those sales and have a little bit more attractive price, because we're not riding the upward trend of pricing that we often see at the beginning of the year. On the buyer side, the fact that you're not seeing that upward pressure, that can help with potentially getting a deal. Now, there's not deals to be had on brand new listings that come out, that they're priced well, they're great. We're still seeing multiple offers on those, and that's good news if you're a seller. But for the houses that have been sitting on the market for a while, heading into this time of year, this is a time, because they're not going to be saved by prices going up over the next couple months. And a lot of times people want to move those houses before we're going to see that influx of buyers next spring, which makes people more negotiable. So if you're the type of person who's looking for a deal, the fourth quarter is often the best time to find one of those deals, especially if you're willing to take on a little bit of a project, do a little bit of work, see around some bad marketing or some bad staging or bad paint or whatever it is, and put your own stamp on it. So there's opportunities for both sides in this market. And just because the market is slowing, that doesn't mean the market's crashing, doesn't mean the prices are coming down. It just means we've got a little bit of a different environment than we did in the spring and summer. And so it takes a little bit of a different strategy to win this type of year. We've got that strategy for you. Whatever your situation is, we'd love to help you craft that perfect strategy. So reach out to us like so many of you do, and we will see you guys again next week.